Hi, I'm Evan, and I'm a senior data analyst here at Rinse, and I'll be presenting this quarter's industry report. Our first view here is a view of same-store sales growth year over year. So this is taking a look at the average overall revenue growth across individual locations. We saw positive revenue growth of around 6.2% this past quarter, and this metric has been positive for the past several quarters. However, it's important to understand the composition of that revenue. Going back to early 2022, even, we've seen shrinking retail revenue growth. However, that revenue has been transitioning revenue into membership revenue growth, which has been consistently in the double digits this past quarter, coming in at 16.6% year over year. It's important to track our efficiency of transitioning that revenue across the industry, which we measure by looking at average conversion rate. So this is looking at our efficiency of converting visiting retail washers into recurring members. And this metric has actually improved year over year, averaging at roughly 7% in the first quarter of 2023, now coming in at an average of roughly 9% in 2024. Importantly, though, we observe a lot of variance and dispersion in this metric across locations of different membership sizes. Quite small locations by membership size, such as those under 1,000 members, have a conversion rate of around 1.5%, whereas those with quite a high membership base of over 5,000 members will see conversion rates closer to 15%. This just highlights the urgency to invest into on-site conversion efforts in the effort to capture more membership revenue, as a loyal visiting retail washer today could become a competitor's recurring monthly member tomorrow. So it's important to have that urgency of converting those retail washers. Taking a look at the composition of an average member, what does their activity look like? We see roughly 2.4 average car washes per member per month. This metric has stayed quite consistent over the past few quarters. Translating that into revenue, we see roughly $12.49 of average monthly revenue per member per wash per month. So we also observe consistency here. And that consistency is important to understand the value of having a membership base where you can predict and plan around the cash flow that will come in from those visitors. On the other side of the coin from sales and efficiency of conversion is member retention. So to understand how this is performing, we took a look at average monthly churn, which on an overall basis we've observed to uptick slightly year over year at roughly 11.8% increase. The majority of this churn is what we call voluntary churn, when a member actively chooses to cancel their membership. But a fair amount also comes from credit card churn, which is effectively a credit card expiring and a payment failing. And that has actually increased at a slightly faster rate year over year than voluntary churn. It's important to recognize that both of these churn types have levers available to improve, which washes should continue to invest in. Credit card churn, for example, can be addressed through marketing messaging and dunning messaging, as many of these members might want to continue their membership but just experienced a failed payment and a credit card expiration. So ensuring that we communicate that to them is important to improve that metric. And for voluntary churn, looking into retention offers and downsell offers at the time of cancellation will be important to offer these churning members a promotion to try to get them to retain and stick around. And that can lead to vast improvements in voluntary churn rates. Thank you so much for listening to this breakdown of the industry report. This was aggregated data from over 2,000 car wash locations and excludes data from any public companies. If you'd like to receive the next quarterly report, definitely go ahead and sign up at rinse.com/subscribe. And we'd appreciate any feedback on the report and its composition, and would love to hear about any data you'd like to see in the next one. Thank you so much.